Hey beauties, it's Disha again, and we're about to have a conversation that might change how you think about self control forever. You know how everyone talks about discipline like it's this boring, restrictive thing, like you have to do this, you have to be rigid, this joyless person to achieve your goals? Well, I'm here to flip that script completely. Because what if I told you that discipline is actually the most liberating thing you can give yourself? What if self-control was actually sexy? Stick with me because this is going to get good. The reality check. Okay, story time. And this one's a little embarrassing, but I think you need to hear it. A few years ago, I was living what I call as instant gratification lifestyle. You know what I mean? I wanted something, I got it. I felt stressed, I ordered a takeout. I was bored, I scrolled for a few hours. I was tired, I skipped my workout, and on the surface, it felt good. Like, look at me, I'm so free. I'm not restricting myself. But here's what I didn't realize. I wasn't free at all. I was actually a prisoner of my own impulses. I remember this one specific moment. It was a Sunday afternoon and I was lying on my bed with a pizza next to me, my phone at 5% battery from mindless scrolling, and I had this crushing feeling in my chest. I looked around my messy room, thought about the goals I'd been working towards for months with zero progress, and realized something terrifying. I had no control over my own life. Every decision I made was based on what felt good in that exact moment. And where had it gotten me? Nowhere I actually wanted to be. That's when I understood that instant gratification wasn't freedom. It was just another form of being stuck. But here's to the beautiful part. Once I figured out how to train my brain to actually enjoy delayed gratification, everything changed. My body, my bank account, my relationships, my confidence. All of it got better. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Your brain isn't broken. It's just untrained. First, let's get straight into something. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not lacking willpower. Your brain is literally designed to seek pleasure and avoid pain. That's how humans survived for thousands of years. The problem is, our modern world has hijacked this system. Think about it. Every app on your phone is designed to give you instant dopamine hits. Every advertisement is telling you that you deserve instant satisfaction. We're living in a world that profits from your impulsivity. But here's what I discovered. You can actually restrain your brain to get excited about long-term rewards. You can make delayed gratification feel as good as instant gratification. How? By changing what gives you dopamine hit. I started celebrating small wins, like really celebrating them. Did I choose to gym over Netflix? That's a win. Did I save money instead of buying something I didn't need? That's a win. Did I meal prep instead of ordering food? Another win. I literally started keeping a wins journal where I'd sit down and write every single time I chose my future self over my present comfort. And you know what happened? My brain started associating discipline with reward instead of punishment. Let's talk about the future you. Here's something that blew my mind when I first learned it. The reason we struggle with delayed gratification is because our future selves don't feel real to us. Like logically, you know that eating healthy today will make you feel better tomorrow. But the tomorrow you feels like a stranger, right? So present you gets the vote. But what if we could make the future you feel as real as present you? I want you to try something with me. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine yourself 6 months from now, having consistently chosen delayed gratification. What does she look like? How does she carry herself? What's her morning routine like? What's her bank account like? How does she feel when she looks in the mirror? Really? See her, make her real. Now, every time you're about to make a decision that serves present you at the expense of the future you, I want you to picture that girl we just visualized. Ask yourself, what would she do? What would she want me to choose? When future you feels real, you'll start making decisions that protects her. You'll start fighting for her. Can we talk about something that nobody wants to hear? Willpower is not enough. I used to think I just need to be a little more stronger, more disciplined. But the truth is, if you're constantly surrounded with temptations, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your environment makes the most of your decisions for you. If there is junk food in your kitchen, you're going to eat it eventually. If your phone is next to your bed when you're up, you are going to find yourself scrolling. If your workout clothes are buried inside the closet, you're probably not going to exercise. But the flip side is also true. If you set up your environment to support your goals, good choices become automatic. I completely redesigned my space to support the woman I wanted to become. Healthy snacks at eye level. Phone charger in the living room, not in the bedroom. Workout clothes laid out the night before. Journal and pen on my nightstand. It sounds simple, but it's powerful. Trust me, it is powerful. When the right choice is also the easy choice, you don't have to rely on willpower anymore. Identity is your secret weapon. Here's a game changer. Instead of trying to change what you do, change who you are. I used to say things like, I need to work out more, I should eat better. Those statements are about doing, not being. Now I say, I am someone who moves my body every day. Or I am someone who nourishes herself well. Do you feel the difference? When something is part of your identity, you don't have to convince yourself to do it. You just do it because that's who you are. A fit person doesn't have to motivate themselves to exercise. They exercise because they are a fit person, correct? A financially responsible person doesn't have to force themselves to save money. They save money because they are financially responsible. So ask yourself, who is the version of you that already has what you want? What does she believe about herself? How does she talk to herself? What are her non-negotiables? Then start being her now. Not when you achieve the goal, now. The power of starting small. Here's where most people mess up with delayed gratification. They try to change everything at once. You decided you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. work out for an hour, meal prep for the week, and meditate for 30 minutes all at once, starting this Monday. And what happens? You do it for like 3 days and then you burn out and give up. Then you feel like a failure, which makes you want to give up on delayed gratification altogether. But what if instead of trying to climb Mount Everest, you just took one step? The brain loves small wins. It loves consistency over intensity. So instead of, I'm going to work out for an hour, start with, I'm going to put on my workout clothes. Instead of, I'm going to journal for 30 minutes, start with, I'm going to write one sentence. You'll be shocked how often that small start creates momentum. And even when it doesn't, you still succeed. You still proved yourself that you can do hard things. Can I share something that completely changed my perspective? We live in a world that worships instant everything. Instant food, instant entertainment, instant success. But you know what's actually rare? Someone who can wait, someone who can delay gratification in this world designed to make you impulsive. That's power. When I started reframing patience as a superpower instead of burden, everything shifted. Suddenly choosing the salad over the burger wasn't deprivation. It was me flexing my ability to think long term. Saving money instead of shopping wasn't boring. It was me investing in my future freedom. Most people can't do this. Most people are slaves to their impulses. But you're different. You're building something that most people will never have. True self-control. And that's incredibly attractive. There's nothing sexier than someone who has mastered themselves. The freedom paradox. Here's the final thing I want to leave you with. And it's the most important thing. Discipline doesn't restrict your freedom, it creates it. When you can control your impulses, you control your life. You no longer are at the mercy of your mood swings, your cravings, or your circumstances. You become your own source of power. You want to travel? You can, because you saved instead of spending impulsively. You want to feel confident in your body? You can, because you consistently chose movement over the comfort of your bed. You want to build something meaningful? You can, because you've trained yourself to work hard towards those long-term goals. That's true freedom. That's luxury. That's your glow up. Alright, I'm not going to leave you without a plan of action. So, hello beautiful. Here's what we're going to do. I don't want you to overhaul your entire life tomorrow. I just want you to pick one area, just one, where you feel practicing delayed gratification is easy. Maybe it's choosing water over soda. Maybe it's saving the first 2,000 rupees you were going to spend on something just super random. Whatever it is, make it small enough that you can't fail. Then do it just for 1 week, then another week, and then the third week. And here's the key. Every single time you choose the harder option, I want you to celebrate it. Text a friend, write it down, do a little dance, or comment here. Train your brain to associate discipline with reward. That's how you become the woman who chooses herself every single time. Before you go, I want to remind you something. This isn't about perfection. You're not going to mess up. You're going to choose the easy options sometimes. That's human. But every time when you choose delayed gratification, you're building evidence for yourself that you can do hard things. You're proving to yourself that you're worth the wait. If this resonated with you, share your biggest takeaway in the comments. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, please share it with them. Because here's what I know for sure. The woman who masters delayed gratification is the woman who gets to live the life she actually wants. And that woman, she is worth fighting for. You're worth fighting for. Now, go. Choose her. Choose your future self. Choose discipline. I believe in you. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more real talk about becoming the woman you're meant to be. And I'll see you in the next one.